with Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court in Abuja hinting that there are some attempts by lawyers and litigants to influence the money laundering trial of the former Attorney General Abubakar Malami scheduled to begin on the 17th of February. Now, the judge stated this after granting Malami, his son Abdulaziz, and his wife Bashir Asabe bail in the sum of 500 million naira each. Now, in a stern warning right after the delivering of the ruling granting Malami and the others bail, the justice said that he would not take lightly any lawyer or litigant intent on approaching him to influence the case. Now, he advised parties to instead engage the services of quality lawyers to help with this case. He threatened serious consequences for anyone who flouts his directive. And on the terms of bail for Malami and his co-defendants, the trial judge ordered that they present 2 sureties each who must be owners of properties with proof in either Maitama, Gwarimpa, or Asokoro, all in Abuja. Now, the defendants are also ordered to deposit their passports with the court registry, adding that travel out of the country must be by the express permission of the court. Now, Malami and his co-defendants will, meanwhile, remain in prison until they perfect the terms of this bail, and the trial is scheduled to start on the 17th of February. I think, Dr. Abati, maybe I'll start with you on this.
Okay.
Breaking news. How should we be looking at this story?
That's a very serious allegation for, Justice Emeka Nwite to say that some lawyers have been trying to influence the presiding judge. That's contemptuous in the face of it. Whether it's in the face of the court or it's away from the face of the court. So, and as a presiding judge, he has the right, to charge people for contempt and to sanction them. Because lawyers are trained to be officers in the temple of justice. Now, whether you are standing for the one side, right, or for the other side, whether you are a defendant or you are the one prosecuting the matter, you cannot influence the court. And that's why the independence of the court of law is very important. And every lawyer is supposed to know this. In fact, it will be an ethical infraction for you to approach a judge and to try to influence him. And this is part of the basis of the corruption that people talk about in the justice administration system. Most Nigerians want to accuse the judges, but the lawyers are part of the problem. All this, there are ambulance lawyers, there are, lawyers who try to exert influence instead of focusing on their law books and how to present a case in court. So the learned judge is pointing to something that is a problem within the justice administration system. But it's not for for his lordship to complain. It is for him to identify those people and make sure that they are sanctioned. And it is not only the court that can sanction them. The Nigerian Bar Association also has a disciplinary committee that can also intervene. In fact, in more serious situations, the names of such persons, depending on the gravity of their offenses, can be struck off the register. That's that about that. Bail is at the discretion of the judge. I don't think that there's any issue about that. There was an application for bail. At the time the defending counsel applied for it, oral and written applications were submitted at the same time, and the judge said he could not take both at the same time. And the prosecuting counsel said that he just got it overnight, and he had not had time to even study it. And it was on the basis of that that the matter was adjourned to January 7, which is today. And then the judge has now granted, the bail. And, thereafter, the date will be fixed for the next hearing. But what is important... Okay, it's been fixed for 17 February. But what we should say is that, 1, there should be no media trial. 2, due process should be followed. 3, every accused person is entitled to fair hearing under sections 35 and 36 of the 1999 Constitution. And no man can be adjudged guilty until he has been convicted by a court of law with proper jurisdiction. So even the commentariat and the intelligentsia should refrain from convicting anybody.
Very good points. We'll keep watching that, especially for that next hearing. 17th of February.
There's a story that the same circumstance at which that nurse died, another lawyer died like that about 2 days ago in Abuja. I've gotten 2 messages like that.
Okay.
I'll have loved to speak about that because we need to fix that.
Maybe for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very good point.